The wild is a dangerous place, fraught with deadly animals. It is a fact that most of these animals just happen to be carnivores, but the herbivores can be equally threatening in some cases. For instance, even though hippos are primarily vegetarians, they can sometimes become highly aggressive and violent towards other animals. Today, we take a look at 11 of the most gruesome wild animal fights caught on camera. Number 11. Honey badger versus python versus jackal. Honey badgers are some of the most audacious animals in the world. They don't mind attacking anyone when it comes to defending their food or space or protecting their young ones. This mindless courage often leads to honey badgers fighting against much stronger and bigger opponents. The python has coiled around a honey badger, but far from giving up, the honey badger gets up and fights back hard, also intervenes and then quits. The tables have now turned completely, as the honey badger is attacking the python. The honey badger bites down hard and bullies it constantly. Another jackal arrives and tries to snatch the python away from the badger. The feisty badger refuses to share the python and attacks the jackals. The tug-of-war continues, but the jackals don't stand much of a chance. The badger finally drags the python into the bush and warns the jackals to just back off. Number 10. Honey badger versus snakes. Snakes are quite dangerous, and many of them have enough venom to kill their prey. However, honey badgers don't really worry about such things, probably because they have some resistance to snake venom. A honey badger has spotted a snake and quietly approaches it. The snake immediately strikes the honey badger's face twice, but unlike other animals, the badger doesn't run off. A fierce fight breaks out between the two. Several more bites later, the snake realizes that the badger is stronger and more dangerous. It attempts to leave the fight, but the badger is not in the mood to spare it. The badger crunches the snake's head, thereby destroying its hopes of survival. At night, a honey badger spotted a venomous puff adder. The puff adder loses its cool and violently attacks the honey badger. The honey badger is not at all perturbed and fights back. Within moments, it bites the face of the snake and starts eating it. But due to the adder's venom, the honey badger is knocked out momentarily. However, the animal's natural venom resistance helps it to recover even from such a large dose of the deadly chemical. Number 9. Sloth bear versus tiger. Sloth bears and tigers coexist in India. Though tigers are more experienced as hunters than sloth bears, a fight between the two can go either way. A tiger heads towards a sloth bear from the back. The animal doesn't notice the big cat sneaking up at first. Then, it suddenly turns and spots the tiger and immediately stands upright on 2 feet to make itself look bigger. The tiger backs down seeing this, and the sloth bear escapes. The tiger walks behind a sloth bear and tries to attack it. Soon, another sloth bear arrives. Maybe this is its mother. The adult sloth bear counterattacks the tiger, and a brutal fight breaks out. They wrestle with each other and hit each other. The tiger grabs the neck of the sloth bear, and it seems that it's going to have an upper hand, but the sloth bear isn't giving up this easily. The wrestling match continues, and the sloth bear gets up and bashes the tiger. Soon, the big cat is expelled from the area, and the mother bear emerges victorious. Number 8. Mother hen fights snakes. Snakes often target chicks because they are easy prey, but when the mother hen is nearby, things can get complicated for the snakes. The mothers often put up a tremendous fight to save her babies, which can even endanger an attacking serpent's life. A mother chicken observes a cobra in her enclosure and immediately intercepts it. It flaps its wings and warns the cobra not to mess around. Despite these stern warnings, the cobra quietly proceeds towards her chicks, a big mistake. The mother fights back even as the cobra strikes. She strategically moves her chicks out of danger and then fights the cobra alone. The cobra finally quits and tries to find the escape route. In the second clip too, the cobra tries to attack the chicks with their mother present. Like the previous clip, the mother here behaves like a soldier and defends her brood. She stabs with her beak and counters the snake's attack, but the chicks remain susceptible to more snake attacks. This cobra now carefully observes the chicks, but does not attack them due to fear of retaliation from the mother. In the end, the mother hen and chicks slowly move away from the threat. Number 7. Leopard versus cheetahs. Both leopards and cheetahs are members of the big cat family and are expert predators. However, their mutual relationship is quite hostile. That's because they both live in the same territory and target the same animals. When these two animals clash, it's quite tricky to predict which of them will dominate. 5 cheetahs are anxiously watching something in this clip. The cheetahs soon realize that what's lurking nearby is none other than a leopard. Before they can take any action, the leopard gives chase and all of the cheetahs run off. While the leopard can't match the cheetah's speed, it is still a huge threat to them. Number 6. Tiger versus lion. Tigers and lions do not naturally coexist anymore, but inside sanctuaries and zoos, lions and tigers often fight each other, and sometimes the results can be deadly. Tigers are slightly heavier, stronger, and larger than lions, but the size difference isn't enough to give tigers an edge in every encounter with lions. The tiger here tries to irritate the lion, and the lion simply isn't in the mood to take this abuse. It suddenly lashes out at the other animal. This retaliation immediately forces the tiger into an attacking stance, using both its front paws to deliver punches at the lion's face. In an old video, a tiger and a lion are challenging each other. The tiger descends, while the lion watches it. Then, all of a sudden, the tiger bites the lion. The lion turns back and fights hard. It looks like a boxing match, as both the big cats hit each other with their paws. The lion pins down the tiger, and the face-off continues. But by this point, both big cats seem intent to let it go and back down. Number 5. Jaguar versus Cayman. Jaguars are one of the most dangerous predators in South America. They have a huge bite force, and unlike other big cats, jaguars are excellent swimmers too. And if that wasn't enough, jaguars regularly hunt dangerous caimans by diving deep in the waters. Caimans, despite having such strong bites, mostly fail to counter those surprise attacks. The jaguar is slowly walking near the bushes. Meanwhile, a caiman swims in the water. The jaguar observes it and plans an attack. Then suddenly, the jaguar dives and grabs the swimming caiman. In just a few seconds, it drags the caiman out of the water by latching onto its neck. A jaguar swims in deep waters and observes a caiman. The caiman quickly swims away from the sight, but the jaguar continues to stalk and finally attacks the caiman. Within a flash of a second, the jaguar grabs and drags the caiman out of the water. Although the caiman's torso is armored, the jaguar knows just where to clamp down. It bites near the base of the caiman's skull and paralyzes it. Then, with brute force, the jaguar drags the caiman into the bushes. Number 4. Rhino versus buffalo. Rhinos and buffaloes are both dangerous herbivores. Rhinos in particular are very hostile and aggressive towards every other animal. The Cape buffaloes are also quite aggressive, and there are recorded instances of them defeating lions. So when they clash, things can go out of control. A rhino and a Cape buffalo are grazing, but the rhino is not willing to tolerate this buffalo so close to its space. It steadily approaches the buffalo, and the buffalo slowly steps back. The two then clash, but the rhino, being heavier, tries to knock the buffalo down. The buffalo tries to fight back hard, but fails. The rhino pushes the buffalo so hard that the animal almost topples. That could have been a disastrous outcome for the buffalo. Here too, a rhino brutally attacks a Cape buffalo with its horn. The buffalo does not want to surrender and tries to fight back. More buffaloes join in and observe the rhino. Seeing the buffalo backup arrive, the rhino isn't as sure about its strength anymore. Soon, it decides to back down rather than face the combined rage of the entire herd. In this third clip, a rhino and a buffalo are enraged in a brutal fight. The buffalo tries to attack the rhino, but the rhino retaliates and knocks down the buffalo with its horn. The buffalo is almost trampled by the rhino, and it realizes that it is simply no match for the hulking brute of a rhino here. Number 3. Giraffes attack each other. Giraffes are the tallest mammals on land and can grow up to 18 feet tall. That's the reason most predators think twice before messing with them. However, fights can break out between giraffes for a variety of reasons. The two giraffes are fighting by striking their necks against each other. They beat each other from the sides. The fight continues, and ultimately, one of the giraffes is knocked out. Now that's what we call victory by knockout. In this second clip, two giraffes are challenging each other. Within moments, they attack with their long necks. They lash out at their opponent's belly. After each blow, both giraffes realize their power and weakness. The fight continues, and there is no clear winner. Number 2. Hippo versus hippo. Hippos are some of the most dangerous animals in Africa. They have huge mouths and are armed with foot-long tusks. Not just that, they are very ill-tempered, extremely territorial, one of the heaviest, and have tough skin. That's why most predators never even try to attack them. However, they have a habit of targeting each other often. The hippos are sleeping in a muddy and waste-covered pit. A hippo outside wants to get in too, but the pool is already full. The newcomer decides to disturb the peace by biting another hippo. But the resident of the pool is no pushover either and fights back. Both hippos open their jaws wide and try to intimidate their opponents. After a brutal clash, the outsider accepts defeat and moves away, while the resident goes back to the pit. Number 1. African wild dogs versus honey badger. African wild dogs have a strong bite and are known to surround and eat their prey alive. But the honey badger is not like any other animal. The honey badgers are audacious and have impressive abilities to fight back. A honey badger is digging, and African wild dogs are approaching it. Soon, they surround the lone badger and try to attack it. But the brave badger fights back and even threatens to bite back its attackers. In the face of such bravery, the wild dog pack surrenders and backs down. The same is happening here too. The wild dogs try to surround and attack the two honey badgers. The honey badgers retaliate, ensuring that the wild dogs simply do not get the upper hand in the encounter. So which of these animals did you find to be truly scary and formidable? Let us know in the comments. Also, for more exciting videos, please subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. In case you are interested in similar videos, do press the bell icon and turn on all the notifications for regular updates. Have a great day, and we hope to see you soon in another exciting video.